All right. For our lesson for today, we'll be doing some balancing or we'll be preparing statement of financial position for our post-closing trial balance. So in your assignment before, we already recorded on how to write this one. And then after that, we are now to edit or to prepare our first exercise, and then later on you will be doing some exercises. So first, in our problem, we can see that this is a post-closing trial balance, and then the requirement will be from post-closing trial balance of layers service graphics as of December 31. Prepare a statement of financial position wherein it should be on a report form. So when we say report form, start on the top and then to bottom. So all we need to do is to write our asset from the top and then pababa for our liabilities and owner's equity. So first, after that, we'll be checking the balance. So its balance for debit and credit will be a total of 1,250,000. Then we'll be identifying what will be our assets, liabilities, and equity. That is very important. So that we'll be identifying what will be the amount that we will be putting in our assets, and then what are the amount that we will be including in our liabilities and owner's equity. So in here I already highlighted yellow the items that are included in our assets, and then I colored red our assets that we will be deducting in our problem. And then I highlighted color blue for the liabilities and green for the capital. So our cash in bank, accounts receivable, and then prepaid rent, accumulated office equipment, and then accumulated depreciation. And then allowance for bad debts for the contra asset for our accounts receivable. And then salaries payable, accounts payable for the liabilities, and Fred Leyes for capital. So first, we'll be writing our heading. We'll be writing the heading somewhere here. So that is layers, layers, graphics, service. So this is statement of financial position for as of December 31 in the year. Then after that, of course, we'll be writing our assets. We'll be putting it somewhere here. So assets. Our asset will be first will be cash in bank. So cash in bank. So that's cash in bank. Our cash in bank will be moving a little bit here, and then we bold the assets. Be moving this a little bit. So our cash in bank is amounting to 100,000 pesos. Zenith, I already told you that we'll be putting peso sign here or letter P here, and then the amount, which is 100,000 pesos. So for you, to make your life easier, you'll just copy and then paste 110,000 pesos. And then accounts receivable. Accounts receivable, we'll be putting accounts receivable here. Of course, since it is highlighted, just put accounts receivable there. And then 480,000 pesos. But the problem is we have allowance for bad debt. So we'll be putting also allowance for bad debts. Then we'll just remove the highlight and then change the font color into black. So that this time we'll be moving cash in bank somewhere here. So don't worry if you will be encountering or you will see some pound sign or yung mga hashtag sign or number sign. You'll just need to double tap or move. Wag po kayong agad matatakot doon. Delete this, and then we'll be moving this a little bit. So as a sign, so our allowance for bad debts amounting to 5,000 pesos. So after that, we'll be just doing the bottom border so that will be having the amount. So that's equals 480,000, and we will be deducting, so we'll be using minus sign, 5,000 pesos. So 480 minus 5,000 is, of course, 475,000. So Microsoft Excel will compute it for you. Then after that, we have prepaid rent. So copy prepaid rent, remove the highlight. The total prepaid rent is 10,000 pesos. So 10,000 pesos, yan, lagay nyo lang sa, and then after that, office equipment. Our office equipment is amounting to 660,000. That's 660,000. But we have also accumulated depreciation. So just remove the formatting there, and we move accumulated depreciation there, and just move it little bit here, so that gaya ng ginawa natin kanina, we'll just move 660,000 here, and we'll be subtracting the amount of 60,000 for our accumulated depreciation. So same process, that's 6 equals 660 minus yung 60,000, which is here. So 660 minus 60 is 600,000 pesos. And then use the border. So our total assets will be, yan, just bold this, and then that will be a peso sign here, and then equals sum. So sum of the cash in bank up until doon sa total na office equipment minus the accumulated depreciation, and then close parenthesis, enter. So that is 1,185,000, and then don't forget the double rule if we are using the Excel. So now we are finished with our total asset, but let's check if it will be having the same balance for our total liabilities and equity. So we'll be writing here total, or we'll be writing liabilities and owner's equity. So first we'll be putting our liabilities here. So what are our liabilities? First liability will be salaries payable. Salaries payable. Then remove the color. Then we'll bold liabilities and equity, owner's equity. So salaries payable is amounting to 30,000 pesos. Same procedure, peso sign, and then 30,000 pesos. Would like to align them to the right. Just highlight the whole row. Afterwards, we have accounts payable. So after accounts payable, put it here. Then remove the color bucket. And then its amount is 240,000 pesos. Just copy it as well. So we just need to move this dahil na position siya dito. We will be very careful on our problem, so that we won't have any other or additional problem afterwards. So that will be your total liabilities already. Liabilities. Bold lang natin siya. And then our borderline. So that's equal sum the 30,000 and 240,000, and then enter. That's 270,000. So we still have, or we need 1 million or 900 something, which is our capital. So that's Fred Leyes capital. So we'll write it uh, here. Then remove the color bucket. Then copy 915,000. Put it here. Then the border line. So now we will be writing total or copying this later. So that's total liabilities, type na lang natin, and owners equity amounting to, let's see, that's equal sum again, the total of our liabilities plus our 915. So that's 1,185,000 as well. So of course, in accounting, don't forget to double rule. If you would like to bold this and use the double rule, you may do so. Same as true with our asset. So to solving that, we already have our balance sheet, or we already prepared our statement of financial position. We're in from 1,250,000 post-closing trial balance of our total debit and our total credit. We prepared the financial position of Leia's graphic service amounting to 1,185,000 as its total asset and uh, total liabilities and equity as well. So I hope you learned something from our video today. Because of that, you will need to answer your assignment, exercise 1 and 2. Kindly check your classroom and classwork to see what would be the deadline of the submission of our two problems as well. So if you have any question, you may comment your questions or queries, or you may send your queries in my Facebook Messenger. So that's it for today, and I hope you learn something from this video. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.